Hi, Denise here of Diva Pilates and Wellness, and this is day 11 of the Health and Wellness 30-day video challenge. Start feeling like an old pro here now because I would never have guessed in a million years that I'd be shooting videos every day. And believe me, it comes a chore, but I'm going to definitely push myself and make a huge effort to do these videos every day. Not just because of the challenge itself, but because I'm really enjoying putting messages out here that I hope are helpful to a lot of people. And today's message is for menopausal women and the things that I consider to be a menopausal woman's worst enemy. I'm going through menopause myself, so I know a lot of the discomforts that we go through during this time in our life. But I also know that the Chinese call it the spring of the second spring of a woman's life, and I want my second spring. I do not want to walk around sweating all the time, gaining weight, can't fit my clothes. Let me tell you my story about my menopause episodes, and there were many. I'm only going to give you a few, but there were many. Okay, what made me realize that I might have been in menopause is the weight gain. That's what came to me first. And I remember I got on the scale one day because an outfit I put on just didn't fit right. And I'm like, what's going on here? So I got on the scale and saw that I had gained 3 pounds. Like, where'd that come from? I'm working out. Not good. So I didn't really think too much of it. I just figured, well, just up the workout and keep moving. But a month later, I get on the scale and I'm 6 pounds heavier. And before I knew it, 3 months go by and I've gained 10 pounds. And so I go to the doctor because now I'm starting to have hot flashes too and getting headaches here and there and tired and stiffness in my bones and what's going on here? So I go and I have myself tested, find out that yes, Denise, you are in menopause. Okay, I'm gaining weight here, but I'm working out. What's going on? She's like, don't stop working out. Just keep going. If this is going to stop. Okay, so I'm working out, but I'm getting a little discouraged because I'm working out, but I'm still gaining this weight. And it got to the point where I picked up 20 extra pounds from menopause weight. Could not get rid of it no matter what I did. I'm working out. I'm eating what I thought was eating correctly, but turns out it wasn't. And this was a nightmare for me because I'm thinking about starting a business where I'm a personal trainer, but I did not look like a personal trainer. As a matter of fact, I looked exactly the opposite, and I just truly was not happy with that. So of course, I did some research and came up with some ideas of how I can alleviate a lot of the issues, which I did, which is what helped me form Diva Pilates and Wellness also, because I found out that deep breathing helps to alleviate the severity and the longevity and the occurrences of the hot flashes, which for me, that was a big thing because I was getting them all day, every day, 24 hours a day. And I was having problems sleeping at night, but I didn't want to go on hormones either. And thank God my doctor didn't suggest it because she said I wasn't that bad. And so I went through that, and then I also discovered that Qigong through my husband. I found out doing research about Qigong that Qigong actually has healing properties and balancing properties and restorative properties for women who are going through menopause, where they can get those hormones back into balance just by doing Qigong movements. And that was a big help because that helped me also a lot. And then, of course, Pilates for me, which is one exercise that always continuously gives me that sense of well-being when I finish doing it. So in any type of workout that I do, if it's Pilates workout, whether it's mat or on the machines, I always have that feeling of well-being when I'm done because it's a full body workout. It's a mind-body workout. It's a focused workout, and so you really have to be in tune with your body. It's a lot of breath work. So all of this works well for internal healing. But it didn't do anything about that weight. And so I had to, and I was toned, but just had this weight. But I didn't look like I was because the weight was, covering up a lot of it. So I had to look elsewhere to find out how to lose that weight. And thank God for my friend and Coach Carmen Abercrombie had me do the 28-day body and soul detox, which I found out, excuse me, I learned a lot about um, eating organic foods and fresh organic fruits and vegetables, and I stopped eating meat. And the one thing that really happened was on that type of a detox, you eliminate anything artificial, artificial sweeteners, artificial seasoning, anything artificial, coloring, whatever. It's all eliminated in that detox because you're just eating fresh organic food every day, going from cooked organic food to raw vegan and up into the juicing. But in my discovery, I noticed that I hadn't been eating sugar. Anything that had sugar in it wasn't going into my mouth at all, was not part of my diet. And the way that detox is set up, I never felt hungry or anything. In fact, if you remember when I was posting on Facebook, I was eating basically all day long and loving it, and everything that I wanted was at my disposal, so I was able to have what I want. So I never felt hungry, but the weight started to fall off of me. I mean, just one day I would wake up one weight, and the next day I would wake up at 2 pounds lighter, and feeling really, really good. No tiredness, energy levels was through the roof. Metabolism was just kicked in, so I was still ate, and I was working out. And then there were days where I didn't work out, because sometimes with the juice, and you just get that feeling like, when your body is healing, it just wants to rest. So there were days where for about a week or so I didn't do any working out, but I was still losing that weight. And I know it was because eliminating all those foods that I used to eat were eliminating themselves from my body, so I was losing the weight without feeling hungry. And it wasn't a diet, it was just me changing the way I eat, because now that the detox is over, it's been over for months now, but I still haven't added sugar back in my diet, and I probably never will. And I'm a cookie monster. Anybody know me? Tell Denise, yes, she is a straight up cookie monster. I have to have my cookies. I go crazy without my cookies. I get mean without my cookies. I have to have my cookies. And I do have them. I can make them vegan cookies raw, or I have my favorite cookies that I buy. They're organic ginger snap cookies. Love them, love them, love them. There's no sugar in them. No sugar in them at all, but they're sweet, and they're made with all organic ingredients. So I can still get my cookie fix on whenever I feel like it, and as often as I feel like it, because the cookies are not fattening. So here's what I have discovered. There are a few things in a menopausal woman's life that she can definitely give up, because they are her worst nightmare. Number one, here we go. It's probably looking backwards, but that says fatty foods. Eliminate them. Not good for you. Second thing is salt. And read the labels, because when you read the labels will definitely let you know what's in there. A lot of us buy things because it says, oh, it's all natural. Then you look at those ingredients, look at all that sugar in there. Look at all that salt in there. How could that be so natural? What are all these ingredients that I can't understand? How is that natural? What's that mean? If it doesn't say exactly what it is in there and you can't understand it, then it is not natural. When I buy blueberries, I want to read the label blueberries. I don't want to read blueberries and then all of this other stuff underneath, the sugar added and salt added and preservative added and this added and that added. I want to read blueberries. And the biggest number one diet buster for all menopausal women, or I should say even women 35 and up, sugar, SUGAR. This is a menopausal woman's number one worst nightmare. If you can eliminate this from your diet, you are already well on your way to achieving your goal weight. How many times have I heard women telling me about how they work out, myself included, working out, but the weight is still coming on? It's because they haven't tweaked that diet. That was my issue. I didn't tweak my diet. When you tweak that diet and take out those things that you don't need in that diet, you'll find that weight will leave. And you're not going to miss that sugar, because what you do is you can find healthy alternatives. I use organic honey in place of sugar for my tea. I haven't had sugar in my tea in well over a year. I use organic agave. That's another sweetener. And there's many others that you can find that are natural, not none of those synthetic things in there. Don't go for that, because that's not good. Anything that has a high glycemic index, you do not want to deal with at all, because it's going to bloat you. And I tested this myself, because, like my mother used to say, "You're so hard headed. You just can't listen to nobody." She was right, because I didn't, because I had to find out for myself. And so, see, he's hard headed Nisi. Here we go. Let me see what's going to happen if I put a little bit of sugar in my oatmeal. So I did. I made a bowl of oatmeal, and I put regular, it was organic sugar, but it was sugar on same. So don't think because the sugar is organic that it's still good for you to use, because it's still going to give you the same issues that refined sugar will, because of its glycemic index. So guess what happened? I was bloated the whole entire day into the next day. It took the day after before that bloating actually went down. So this is why I know I have to see, I always have to try things for myself. So sugar will never happen for me like that again. And I read labels, and I make sure that there's no high sugar content. You probably won't be able to avoid it altogether, but you can definitely eliminate it if you are very conscious of it. And this is what this message is all about. Be conscious, menopausal women, of what you put in your body while you're in menopause, and even beyond, because it will show up, and it'll stagnate your diet, it'll stagnate your workout program, and it'll cause you to keep those extra menopausal pounds on you that you're trying so hard and diligently to lose. So just remember those three things: fatty foods, salt, and sugar. Okay? Meanwhile, stay blessed and stay well. Bye bye.